I wish I did that talk. It was a fantastic talk, the last one, and I actually have a talk a little bit in that same direction, so it's a little bit weak after this one. But, so I'm the last speaker today. Thank you for the opportunity to tell something here to this enthusiastic crowd. The last speaker means maybe a last resort. If you haven't heard anything that fits your career choice, you can always become a medical doctor. I did that. And the title of the talk is a Physician Plus or a Life Scientist Plus. And I don't think there is a difference in that. And I'm actually not going to answer that question, but you have to think about that for yourself. And this is one of the first times that I have my MBV PhD titles big on the screen here, and I'm really enjoying it now. I'm not that cocky, okay? So after high school I did biomedical life sciences here in Utrecht, which was also called medical biology back then. And yeah, I did a PhD after that and really worked hardcore in the lab on molecular responses to hypoxia. Started that in Amsterdam with the food and continued it here in Utrecht again. My career followed up then by doing something completely different, namely another study. I studied for a medical doctor degree, and I'll come back to why I did that. During that study, I tried to pick up a little bit of science on the road, which is pretty hard to do. And at present, I graduated last year, and I started my education to become an internal medicine specialist, hopefully in the field of oncology. Actually, this is where I'm expressing my vision. I'm not going to make a point in that everyone should become a medical doctor. I'm actually trying to make the same point as the previous speaker, that you should follow your heart and see what fits best for you. If you end up doing something that you've dreamed of as when you were a little child, and you all remember that question first asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? I don't think many of you answered that question with, I want to be a scientist, and especially not, I want to be a biomedical scientist. So it's something that comes across your path, and you find that you like that. And why do we all like that? I think that this is something we can all agree to. It is the most interesting science that you can study. It has a broad area of interest. It's an international profession, and most of all, it contributes to your understanding of human disease and of curation of human disease. And this is, I think, why we all started to do this education. But as you go on the road of biomedical sciences, you need, again, a lot of choices. Are you going to specialize in a certain field? What is the field of your interest? How do you pick that up? I think a lot of that is just coincidence. And you just get an internship somewhere and you stick to it because you like it or because you don't have the guts to go somewhere else. And that happens. And people spend years in a laboratory working on something they don't really like, or they get sucked into that. And I think you should be aware of that you don't narrow yourself down. Of course, you have to pick a subject and go into that very deeply, but always look around if there's something else that you're missing at that point. And this is another slide with a lot of these choices. That's the same slide actually as Dean showed about molecules and to patients. And I was someone working with molecules, and I spent 4 years working on a thesis, and I enjoyed it very much. But at the end of that, I realized that I was missing the big picture. And I was studying biomedical scientists because I want to contribute to understanding of disease, but also to curation of disease. And I was missing that last part. It was just a little link in a big chain. And of course there needs to be a lot of links in that big chain, but it was not for me. And that's why I said, okay, this is not giving me enough satisfaction. I want to continue science, but I want to do something that has a direct relevance to people's lives. And that's why I decided to switch to medicine. And I think secondary to that, it is a great opportunity to know both sides, to be a biomedical scientist and to be a medical doctor, because you understand the clinical implications of the fundamental research that you did in a laboratory. And you understand all the concepts that are now coming into the clinic, all these small molecules that we are just starting to know how they work, and we're just starting to know how they cure the patients, and if they cure the patients. So this is a great experience and a challenge for a medical doctor as well, because it's getting so big that it's hard to understand. So you have to know, you want to be from bench to bedside, and you have to be a bridge builder as a biomedical doctor, as I would like to call it. So your choices are many here. You heard a few of them. Choose what you think is best for you, what you like, not what others like, and have dreams and stick to these dreams. And if you work hard and you enjoy your work, I think, yeah, it doesn't matter what you do. And I hope you'll find something that pleases you in the future. And this is a picture of us enjoying our work.